In last two parts of this series, we have seen some mysteries about moon and how life can be universally common. And in this part, we are going to learn about a computer made 2000 years ago and the world's most mysterious book. So without wasting time, let's start Library Online. 17 May 1902. Archaeologist Valerius Thales went for a dive near a Greek island Antikythera where he got a 2000-year-old ship's debris. It was a Roman merchant ship where he found numerous treasures, liquor stores and numerous beautiful sculptures which Romans had snatched away from Greeks and were taking it away with themselves. But apart from this, they also got an ancient object in a wooden box that was never seen by any historian. An object that changed our thinking about ancient world. It was an object made up of bronze which was named Antikythera mechanism. As per archaeologists, it was 2000 years old. But what was so special in this machine that I'm talking about it? Well, it was a machine which had numerous gears and switches and was made by some unknown Greek scientist 2100 years ago. When scientists got to know about this machine, they were astonished. Now they were trying to know that where it came from, who made it, and how does it works and what work does it do. Scientists all around the world studied about it for nearly 100 years, but no one could find out the answers, and it was kept as a showpiece in National Museum in Greece's capital Athens. Its mystery remained a mystery, but in past 2 decades we have become so advanced that we can find answer to these questions. Experts from all around the world, engineering, archaeology and various fields from science started to study this object once again, but there was a problem. This machine being so old could not be separated out in various parts, therefore to have a look into it, scientists needed a specially made X-ray machine, and during that time such a X-ray machine was only in England, which was very much away from Athens. It was not possible to take the object to England safely, therefore the X-ray machine was taken to Athens all the way where this machine's X-ray was taken. The details it had astonished all historians because the technology used in machine was impossible to make 2000 years ago. The machine had 47 different gears that was accurately made and was fitted at the right place. This machine was nothing else but it was world's first computer. Yeah, you heard it right. It was a computer made 2000 years ago, which means 1500 years before Gutenberg's printing press. Whoever made this machine was very much advanced than that of his time. This Antikythera mechanism showed the moon calendar, and along with this it also predicted solar eclipse, that too with exact time and date. This machine was very much advanced than that of its time. Mechanical engineer Michael Wright made a duplicate of this machine using an X-ray data and found that it was made by a Greek astronomer, as the gears represented the planets in our solar system, where in center there is a Earth and other planets, moon and sun are showed revolving around it, as the Greek astronomers believed. It was based on moon and it was so accurate that you won't believe it. As we know that moon revolves around Earth in an elliptical orbit, which means it is faster when it is near the Earth and slower when away from Earth. Thus, if this machine would have represented the circular orbit, it would have showed wrong eclipses. But Kepler was the first person who said that moon is in elliptical orbit around Earth 1500 years after making this machine. It could also predict eclipses in future. It also showed that what will be the color of moon during the time of eclipse. This machine was so advanced that it seems unbelievable to make something like this 2000 years ago. For your information, I'll let you know that the world's first mechanism was made in 14th century and it was of a size of a small car. But this mechanism was only fit in a small box and had compact gears. It was so much advanced than that of its time that some people believe that it was made by aliens. But Antikythera mechanism is not the only ancient thing that astonished scientists. Now let's learn about another such ancient thing. In year 1912, one Polish book dealer Wilfred Voynich went to Italy's Villa Mondrella for a trip where he found a very mysterious book. He bought the book. The book had no title and neither its author's name. It had several pages having weird pictures and the book was written in some unknown language. Voynich till his last breath tried to decode the book. He wanted to know that who wrote this book and where and what was the aim to write this book. Voynich spent rest of his life to decode this book. After this book was named the Voynich manuscript. This book was sent to best cryptographers around the world. Whatever was written in this book was written in a form of code. But no one understood it and it became the most mysterious book in the world. Even advanced computer cryptography techniques couldn't decode its language. Some historians also believe that this book is actually fake and written just for time pass. But when this book was seen under a microscope, the scientists got to know that the color used to paint pictures in this book was very expensive. And during ancient time, the leather papers used to make this book was not affordable by a normal middle class man, which means that whoever made this book invested a lot to complete it, and an author only does this when he is writing some genuine book. Using radiocarbon dating, we got to know that this book was written in beginning of 14th century. The book had photos of strange plants and numerous astrological symbols were also made. Many pictures were not related to the real world and many pictures could only be seen under a microscope. But how can it be possible, because the world's first telescope and microscope were made 200 years after writing of this book? There can be two alternatives. Either the language in this book was very old, or it is some secret language that was used to convey some secret. This book had total of 260 pages and no page had even a single mistake or correction. Especially this beautiful illustration made on this book's 6-page fold-out paper. And not even a single correction looks quite mysterious. Today, this book is kept in Bianica Rare Book and Manuscript Library safely. We don't know that what is written in this book till date. Every year, new scholars come to decode this book, but they get only one thing: failure. It's all for this video. I hope this video was interesting. If it was so, please like the video, and for more such informative stuff, don't forget to subscribe my channel, Library Online.